So I remove my Homeboys t-shirt and I wear my Manchester t-shirt. My immediate supervisor comes and tells me, hey, dude, this is a Homeboys gig. You need to be Homeboys branded. I say, for real, I know I'm supposed to be branded. But this t-shirt is smelling sweat because I've been setting up the whole afternoon. Okay? He says, I get it, but you have to be branded. Come what may. I look at him and I tell him, dude, I don't wear shirts that smell sweat.
But beyond that,
yes. Sasa, something happens here.
I'm like, where's my, like, what was it that's making you, you see, your stories, there's something I'm trying to figure out that's not ticking. You're sounding, so, because I've known you, Krowbar, I've only known the saved Krowbar.
Yes.
You get?
Yes.
So I'm very shocked that you are this other guy.
Yes.
You get what I mean? Like,
yes.
It's funny, you think guys were born saved, but they're not.
Yes.
You don't believe in how probably people think about me.
Yeah.
But number 4.
Yes.
But
number 7 says this. Yes.
No, you'll get it later. So the thing I'm trying to figure out is it your mom?
Yes.
Who's you're being good to? Why I feel like your story, you're lingering on Jesus.
Let me tell you.
It's
remember,
like you're here.
I forgot to tell you something. Every time I am going for these secular events, ooh, thank you for asking that. My mom would say, come here. She would pray for me to go and do a secular event. She knows I'm going to play secular music. She would say, God, watch over this boy as he goes to work. She says, go. And I go. And I remember one day we were sitting together with her and she said something very profound. And she said, do you know, anytime you're playing secular music, this is what you're doing. You're going on that wide road and you're the one leading them and you're telling them, come, 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 come. And you're leading them to hell. Anytime you do that in a club environment, you are the one leading them towards their destruction. You go do it, but I just want you to understand that is what you're doing.
And that,
all right?
You explained something so huge.
So, just have that at the back of your mind. So I would go and play, and that would not even come at my mind when I'm DJing. I'm having fun, I'm having fun. I would get chances here to sleep around. Those chances would just slip out of my way. Out of my way, just all this, and I would tag it into that prayer.
And at that time, had you slept with a chick?
Nah.
For real?
Never. I've only slept with one woman in my life, bro.
Your wife?
Yeah.
Yo.
This is the power of prayer, bro. Miss Gina.
And it's not because of you.
If it's not, you can hear me. You can hear me.
I can hear you.
But it's not me.
Yes.
This is, and that's why I say I walk around like a marked man.
I get it. Hey.
For real.
Hearing somebody say is powerful.
So here we go. Come end of November, the craziest thing happens.
So that gig, that Lutheran gig.
Yes.
Something
startles me. Just it's like a seed has been planted, but I'm not sure where it's going. Okay.
And what was that seed? What was that thing that was planted?
I could feel I need to change, but I'm not ready for change. Something like that. Okay. I could feel that. Come November. And before,
let me just ask.
Yes.
Before, had you felt it?
I was, with living with a prayerful mom, there's something my mother would do. Anytime I'm at home, and maybe we are watching KTN or another station, and there's secular music playing, I would watch it when I'm alone. When my mom enters the door, I flip the channel. Okay? And my mom would be like, thank you for changing the channel. So, she later on explained that between what is right and what is wrong. By you just changing the channel when I walk in, you are telling me you know what is right and what is wrong. And I'm okay with that. Is that making sense, eh?
Your mother is a gem.
She is.
But it makes sense, yes.
Yeah. So we come November. That one is a deal breaker here.
Okay.
So November, there is intake for Strathmore. Now you hear where this story is going. There is intake for Strathmore. Which kind of people go to Strathmore? Accountants.
Yes.
Oh my God. So my dad and my mom had made these plans. My dad had saved up chums, and he was like, my son is going to Strathmore in November. So my dad was mentally prepared. So my dad calls my mom and says, make sure Freddie does that intake exam so that he qualifies to go to Strathmore. On the day of the exam, I wake up, my mom notices I'm not in a rush. Says, you know, you're supposed to go and do your intake exam on Strathmore. And then I say, yes, I know. But unfortunately, I don't want to. And then my mom asks me why. And then I tell her something crazy. I tell her, I have tasted my dream, Mom. I have tasted what I want to do with my life. I don't want to go to Strathmore, Mom.
What?
My mom looks at me. I could tell she was very angry and very frustrated. But she quietly says, Freddie, unafikiria ni mimi unasomea? You think it's me you're studying for? Don't go. Just that quietly. Don't go. All right? You do your thing. And my mom, to give me character development, my mom applies for a transfer. So we're now in Nairobi. You see, in Nairobi, I can pursue my dream easily because Nairobi is where things are happening.
Yeah.
My mom applies for a transfer to Nyeri. She applies for a transfer. She's given between two options. Either Mwea, Meru, or Nyeri. She goes, let me go to Nyeri. And then I go, I know for sure, if I am to go to Nyeri, I am going to mess this thing up. So,
how soon does the transfer come?
It happens like
in
November. It happens a few months later. Okay. It doesn't come immediately.
Okay.
So we do that. We do December. December 31st is a huge deal for me, a big lesson in my life.
Hold on. Yes. What does your dad say?
My dad is so mad at me at that point. We're not even in talking terms. Because he wants the best for me. He has a vision. And I get my parents. Like any other parent, all of us have a vision for our kids. We do. We look at our kids and we go like, I want you to do this and this. I look at the other one and I make plans for them. I don't even ask them what they want. I make plans without asking. So I am sure. And it doesn't mean I'm mean.
Yes.
It's just love. Yeah. And that's how love is. And I know they love me, but those were the plans they had for me. But it's not the plans I had for myself.
Or even the plans God had for you.
Wow. Let's say amen to that. And so come December.
And again, let me give an example.
Context.
I did the same thing.
Yes.
But it was very costly in my life.
Okay.
I'm back in these digs, but it was a very costly decision. That decision to pursue music over, for me, it was supposed to be banking.
Yes.
It cost even relationships.
Wow.
It took a long time to restore.
Yeah, I know your story, man.
But my question is, for you,
yes,
does it now affect the relationship at home with your mom?
Oh, it does, but not that much. It does, but not that much. Because even her, she's completely in disarray. She can't believe that these plans are there and the boy is not pursuing these plans. She can't believe the boy is not pursuing these plans. My father, and I totally get him, he's completely frustrated also. And I remember during one of those days I went to see him. By that point, he was OCPD here, Kilimani. At that point, he had risen over the ranks. He was OCPD here, Kilimani. I remember one day I went to see him, and he looked at me and he said, boy, me and me, I don't know how to help you now. Because even him, And I get why he was frustrated.
Yep.
He used to do music when he was a teenager. He slept hungry so many times. And his son is here pursuing that music. And he's there sleeping. And he knows there is no money. In that time, there was no money.
Yes. And even in your time,
there is none.
I'm not saying, let me not say it's none. It's better, but it's not lawyer money.
It's not. There you go. So, at that point, I can tell there is a shake-up in our home.
Is it also because this is the stage that this is what it means to become an adult?
Now there's a shake-up. So my mom lets me continue with my gigging, always praying for me stuff. Come December 31st. December 31st, we go for a gig in Nakuru with Homeboys. I carry 2 t-shirts. I am wearing my Homeboys t-shirt. We go, we do setup. We finish, we are done.
December 31st, what year?
2004. Okay? We are done, we finish setting up. I change my t-shirt and I wear another red Manchester t-shirt. So I remove my Homeboys t-shirt and I wear my Manchester t-shirt. My immediate supervisor comes and tells me, hey dude, this is a Homeboys gig, you need to be Homeboys branded. I say, for real, I know I'm supposed to be branded. But this t-shirt is smelling sweat because I've been setting up the whole afternoon. Okay? Says, I get it, but you have to be branded. Come what may. I look at him and I tell him, dude, I don't wear shirts that smell sweat. The biggest mistake, one of the biggest learning curves in my life. I don't wear t-shirts smelling sweat. Guy looks at me and says, so doesn't talk to me for the rest of the night. 2 days later, I am fired. 2 days later, I am fired for not following a direct order. Okay? I go home.
Stop. We'll be back right after this break.